Pretty kitty. Yeah? Pretty kitty. Who's a pretty kitty? Well, the snow is finally melting. It's been about a month since I made a video, honestly. I've been busy doing other stuff. Plus, it's just, with all the snow and stuff that's been on the ground, it's been really, video making has been boring. This is the same crap every single day over and over again for the most part. So, I kind of figured to check in and give everybody an update on where we're at. The snow is melting. It's a balmy 40 degrees out here, as you can see. It's getting there right down here by the house and the valley floor here. It was pretty deep, so it's going to take a little while longer to get rid of it. I'm going to be starting to spend more time outside here because the weather is real nice, and I got to start going around and really looking at our fences and figuring out which ones we got to repair and what we got to do going forward here, because we ended up not being able to get a lot of the fences fixed last year because, well, I just ran out of time. Anyway, so one of the things I gotta do here pretty soon, this fence here is all barbed wire. Barbed wire here, and it's barbed wire down there, and it's barbed wire all the way across, barbed wire that way. And then it's a menagerie mixture of all kinds of crap up along that strand. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the barbed wire off, and we're actually going to put smooth wire on, because, well, that's just the way we prefer it. Randy likes to duck through the fence a lot because she's small enough to do that. So also, you know, I know people sit back and say that barbed wire is better for keeping animals in. But I'm a firm believer of, if a 12 to 1,800 pound animal wants to go through a fence, it's going to go through a fence. Barbed wire is not going to be the deterring factor of it going through. So, if an animal goes through a fence at speed and it's going through barbed wire, it's going to slice itself up pretty good. An animal goes through fence at speed with just smooth wire, it'll still cut itself up, but it's not going to get filleted like with barbed wire. So that's kind of one of the things I'm doing today, is looking around. I'm also kind of ascertaining just the pure amount of crap that's in these pastures. We got them cleaned out one last time before the snow came, but as you can see, they're pretty nasty. And we're still a little ways off from the tractor being able to get in there and do anything about it, unfortunately, because the tractor's just too small, and I'd have to rake all that up. So we're gonna be out here for a pretty solid couple of days just picking up crap. Then the other thing I gotta do is I gotta make a paddock. I gotta make a paddock out of that where Okanane and Yogi are. I gotta make a paddock right there, even if it's something temporary, because that field right there is going to start to grow. And when it starts to grow, the grass is pretty hot. And what I mean by hot is that it's packing a lot of sugars and proteins and all that other kind of stuff. A horse can founder on it pretty bad. And Okanane and Chexie are both pretty good about regulating themselves when it comes to eating. But Yogi and Layla, they don't have a shut-off switch. So they just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and then they'll end up either colicking or foundering, one of the two. And when that happens, it's no bueno. No bueno at all. So I'm going to have to get on to doing that. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to get some of our electric poly wire and really I'm gonna probably end up just getting some of our electric poly wire and going from the corner of the shelter down there, going from the corner of the shelter and just connect the dots on what is existing right there for right now. And then those boys can have that spot, because the thing of it is people go, well, that's an awful small paddock for 2 horses. And it would be if they were going to be eating grass in there, but they've... Bro, I'm talking here, man. But they honestly don't ever use an area any bigger than that. Even over here, it's not that big of an area that they use. So I'll keep them out of that as that starts to sprout and grow here in the next month or two. And then I'm going to be trying to figure out some more ground here. Our goal is that here pretty soon, if we can get back to work here pretty soon, and we're going to turn this into a chicken run, and then we're going to turn this here into a pig pen, or vice versa. And then we're going to be figuring out, either do we want to move this building or do we want to keep it around. Man, you are annoying. He finally found his voice, and he likes to use it. Luckily, in the morning, he's inside that building, so you can't really hear him worth the crap. But what we gotta do is I gotta come up here, I gotta dig this frost freeze up, sever it, go down there, I gotta follow the line back down there somewhere where it comes out from where the tractor's at, and I gotta dig it all up. I gotta lay more line because we're gonna build a garden right here. Hopefully in the next month, within the month, I'm gonna be able to get a machine in here, and hopefully a lot of the snow will be gone, and I'll actually be able to finish what I was starting to do here, and that is level off a spot because the garden's gonna get relocated from down there to up here, and then it's gonna go flat all the way back in through here, and that's where we're gonna build a hay barn and tractor storage and all that, a place for firewood. This is up here is where all the storage and stuff is gonna happen. Even might even be able to park rigs up here to get rid of the congestion down there. So anyway, we got horse maintenance we got to do. Yogi's got a little bit of a problem going on, and we got to see if we can't nip it in the bud before it's a vet visit. Is that right?
Yeah.
You want to try and do that first and then take him for a walk, or you want to just take him for a walk and then do it? Then the question is Okane going to be fine by himself while we take Yogi for a walk?
I'll take Okane too.
Okay.
And then we'll just bring the boys through, close it off so Layla doesn't get out there, and then we'll just take him for a walk.
Okay.
And then
What's that you got there?
These are the staplers. I can't get this one to work.
Oh.
It won't staple. But I put staples in it, but I don't know if I put them in right or wrong.
Oh, does it have the right staples?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just I might have... Well, they're in there, but maybe
they're in there right. That's the way they're supposed to go. Shut the thingy. Is it just not...
And be careful taking that off because it will cut you.
Yeah. Is it just not doing the clicky thing?
It just won't. Try it in the... I'm going to throw these little scales away completely.
It's like a 007 GoldenEye. Do 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 do. Right?
Yeah.
It worked.
It's not strong enough.
That one was pretty hard. Yeah, it's much easier now.
Okay.
It's probably jammed up a little bit.
It was because there was one in there I had to pry it out.
Oh.
And then I couldn't get it to work.
Oh, that freaked the hell out of Chexie. Poor girl. She spooks at everything.
I know,
she doesn't like the color red, and she doesn't like the color orange, and there's a red car sitting right down there. There's a big orange truck that stares at her all the time.
She wears a bright pink.
She wears a bright pink blanket. So.
I was like, I didn't like that noise. Jesus, guys. The only ones that don't care is these boys.
Yeah, the boys don't give a shit. Yeah, he is kind of walking stiff on his back end, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's dropped.
No, he's not.
It's kinda.
No, he's not. That's swelling.
No shit.
That is all the swelling right there.
Ay, yay.
They're little baseballs, honey.
That ain't good.
No.
We're gonna probably, yeah, I hate to say it, but we're gonna probably have to call the vet.
Like you said, let's take him for a walk for about a week.
Yeah.
If it doesn't start to go down at all, then
If he doesn't start doing something,
them.
well, we need to look on a couple of sites too to figure out protein supplements.
Before we start packing him full of protein, we need to make sure it is a protein deficiency, because if it's not, then we're gonna kill him.
Yeah, there's that. But it's good to know where to get it before we're scrambling. Yogi's got a problem. His boyhood, his hoo-ha area is swelling. And it started off, he just figured it was a bean that needed to be picked out. And it was so even up till about 2 weeks ago, it was cold here. We got into the warm-up trend, and the warm-up trend here the last couple of years, it seems like it's cold and then all of a sudden it's hot. And about a week or so ago, it was so cold you couldn't get him to, well, he's a man, and you know, there's cold and manhood don't go good together. They, you know, the turtle sticks its head in and says, no, I'm not coming out if it's below freezing out. So we've been watching him, and the swelling is getting a little worse every week. When now the weather's at the point where it's, you know, it's 45 degrees out here right now. So we've been doing some research before we have to call the vet, because, you know, the nearest vet is 40-50 miles away, and that's one hell of a vet call. So we've been doing some research, and one of the two things that's looking like it could be is he hasn't moved around that much because of the snow. We weren't able to do what I wanted to do with the tractor, and that was I wanted to be able to get out there and plow the snow out of the way so that they had more room to be able to walk. Unfortunately, these guys have been walking around in dang near a foot of ice and snow for the last month, and we're not going to do that next year. So he hasn't been very mobile, and that can lead to the swelling in the hoo-ha area. But the other thing is too, is the folks we got him from last year, they had him on a real hot diet of alfalfa, and alfalfa packs a lot of protein, and protein deficiency can lead to what he's got going on too. So one of the things that we're going to start doing is we're going to start coming out here every day and throwing a halter on him and taking him for a walk to the end of the road and back up over that way, and get him out and moving and see if that, because for the first time we're actually able to. The thing of it is, you have to remember here is that this looks like it's melted off real good, but this is just within the last week and a half that this has actually melted off to the point where we got bare ground. As a matter of fact, up until about a week, what was it, about 4 days ago, this hill right here still had snow on it. You know, we haven't seen bare ground in months. So it's been tough to get out and do that. As a matter of fact, day before yesterday, we got a big snowstorm that moved through, and it didn't stick, but it did lay down about 1 inch of snow here, 2 inches. And if it had been cold enough, it would have been another one of them storms where it would have dropped, you know, we would have had another 6 inches of snow, no problem. But the fortunate thing is that it warmed up and it rained. So, alrighty. Hey, Yogi. He's sweaty.
Because it's hot out. Oh, no, he rolled.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's
He's just mad. No, this is sweat right here.
No, he laid down. Yeah, probably will lay down.
Oh, yeah, he swelled up bigger than shit. Take you for some walks here, guy. Looks like he's lost some weight.
Well, since he's... Yeah, a little bit in the shoulders.
Yeah, he's lost a little bit.
He has no muscle tone.
No. Winter has sucked. Plain and simple. Winter has sucked.
He's like, I got the whole throw, though.
Yeah, I come with you. No, you come with me, buddy. Hopefully we'll get out and ride them this year. Go up there. There's some ponds up there. Our neighbor said we can go up there and ride whenever we want, just as long as we shut gates behind us. He's afraid his cows will get out. Even though I'm very certain that if his cows got out, all they won't have to do is just shove through the fence. Well, here we are, out for a walk with the geriatric crowd. I went through the old junkyard. Used to be a tweaker hive. Druggies inhabited this spot. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad they are gone. How about you?
What?
Glad the tweakers are gone.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Very quiet. There's at least 150 people a day going in and out of here. Folk of YouTube probably think I'm exaggerating, but that's not an exaggeration. Yogi's probably going, I'm going home.
I know, huh?
So, this used to be Yogi's place up here on the right. It's where we got him from. Wonder how much they want for those gates. They probably won't sell them though.
Right.
Gates are a valuable commodity for agricultural folk. That's like trading gold. Anywho, alright, well, I'm just gonna keep these guys going for a walk here, and he's moving real good.
I know, I was really impressed. He doesn't like walking half and half on the concrete and the mud, but...
Well, Yogi doesn't even want to be on the concrete. Now he proves me wrong. He's slowing down too, poor old boys. Yeah, he's lazy and stiff. Lazy and stiff. Anyway, alrighty. Anyway, it was a pleasant little walk. Yeah, I know. You're in love with me after that. You're wondering why I'm leaving you. Don't worry, I'll be back. Feel better? Geldings. So much rather have one of them than a fire-breathing mare, though. That's for damn sure. That is for darn sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside and grab something to eat real quick. I'm doing two things at once here. Yeah. Let's take them for walks and see if we can't keep after that, and then figure out why it's swelling. So he definitely has lost a little bit of weight. Not so much lost weight, he's lost some muscle mass because he hasn't been moving around so much. He drops right when we're not around him.